What's going on, my silly little motherfuckers? Alright, listen, I've been a little bit, I'm not going to say doom and gloom, I'm just telling you the reality of what's happening. But it's not in my heart to leave motherfuckers like with a bad taste in their soul, so motherfuckers don't like chill out, motherfucker. Hold on, I'll make you motherfuckers laugh, and then I'm just going to fucking call it quits for tonight. Look. I'll make you motherfuckers laugh because all I can do. I just go into my childhood stories. I mean, this is the shit that makes me laugh. When I'm having a bad day, when the world's coming down on me, when anything happens, when Jesus is looking at me, looking at his watch, like, dog, it's time, dog, you gotta go. Too many chances. I like to think about all these fucking amazing, I love my childhood. Like, I wouldn't give up my childhood for a bazillion dollars ever. I'll give you guys one. Okay. You know, my old crew was, it was a lot of motherfuckers, but the main part of the crew was obviously Benny, Mike, and Beatty. So it was just one of these things. We always had crazy people around with us. We had fucking wackadoos like we, which I can go on and on and on, but it was always like the main cast of characters was me, Beatty, Mike, and Benny. So let me just tell you one of the fucking stories that, to me, it's fucking funny because it's horrifying, but it's funny. Now thinking back years later as an adult, I think to myself, like, it's probably one of the reasons I don't have kids, because I was thinking to myself, if God were to give me a son like me, God help society. But anyway, let me get into it. When we were kids, we was hanging out in the neighborhood like street kids in New York, no big deal. And there was this one guy in the neighborhood. He was like a homeless guy, and he was always in the neighborhood. He was like going through the trash and all kinds of stuff. And we used to see him all the time. See, but we're kids. We don't even understand like the homelessness, whatever. We just called them a bum. Sorry, but that's how when we go up in the street, we didn't have homeless. We just had to say, you're a bum, or you're a crackhead, or you're crazy. It's basically how it is. But we classified them as a bum. Now, if you were a bum, everybody respected a bum, because that means he just, whatever. His life doesn't turn out the way he wanted. Things are fucked up. Just shit happened. Different from a crackhead that he's out there hunting rock and crazy. There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers out there, but a bum you have a soft spot in your heart because life just went against them. So one day we see him fucking going through the trash, stuff like that, and Benny was eating some Chinese food, and he just said, "Yo, come over here." He said, "Take the rest of the food. I'm not gonna eat it, whatever," because that's how we were raised, whatever. So the guy's like, "Thank you, man. Thank you a lot." And I told Benny, you know something, man? He's a cool motherfucker. I see him all the time around here, whatever. And whenever he came around, we just, make sure that he had stuff. We did stuff. We had some money back then, $2 or $3, whatever, $5, whatever. Yo, you hungry? Yo, we go to the store, the bodega. Yo, if it was hot, you want something to drink? It was always like that, like things, whatever. Like, yo, buy him a pack of socks, do stuff. You do. That's how you came up. It was the neighborhood. One day, one of the buildings in our neighborhood, we had a friend that ran the building. He was like the super of the building, and there was like an empty small apartment downstairs in the basement, and nobody was using it. It was like a storage thing, but they emptied it up. It was like an empty apartment. This is when New York City apartments had no value. So Benny comes out with an idea and he says, "Yo, why don't we fucking take the bum and fucking give him the apartment in order to get him cleaned up and fixed up, and maybe we could fucking save this motherfucker." So I was like, that's not a bad idea. So Benny goes over to him like, "Hey, listen, Mr. Bum," he goes, "We're kids. Listen, we got an apartment that's available with us. If you want to go in there, dude, and like take a couple of days and just, whatever, like there's a sofa in there. You could just, like get your shit together. Maybe, you can fix yourself." So he said, "Oh man, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh my God." So no joke. So we told him, "Yo, dog, here you go. Here's the keys. No problem." It was no problem. Nobody was going to give a fuck. He'll stay there a month or two. Maybe he'll fix himself. He adopts a cat. Who knows? But we looked out for him because it was winter time. So you got to get him off the street. So that's another funny story about a homeless shelter. I'll tell you about that one. But anyway, we got him off the street and he's there. So anyway, so we're back in the neighborhood and fucking Guy comes around and he's like, yo, where you fellas been at? He was like, yo, nah, remember the bum that's always around, man? You know, we fucking took care of him. We put him over at the apartment. So now he's down there. So we looked out. We took care of him. So Guy, because he was older than us, he's like, and all of a sudden he calls this fucking guy Eddie across the street. Eddie's older than all of us. He says, fella, tell Eddie what you just told me. So we don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And we told him everything. That was a bum. He comes around. This guy, he's always around here, whatever. So we had an empty apartment that we just told him to fucking take it, whatever. So he's not on the street. We thought we did a good thing, you know? One more notch to see if Jesus lets us come through the gates one day. And all of a sudden, Eddie goes, well, you got a crazy murdering motherfucker in that apartment right now. And they like took us back like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you saying? He says, yo, that motherfucker, that's a crazy motherfucker. Stabs people, goes crazy. Motherfucker starts singing Diana Ross type music and shit and fucking goes crazy on people. That's why that motherfucker's in this neighborhood, because he used to be in a different area by Columbia University and he used to fucking start getting crazy. He used to be on the train. He started fucking singing Diana Ross music, which back then was like a big thing. And he cut motherfuckers. He was crazy. And we were like, nah, come on. That can't be the same motherfucker. That can't, no fucking way. No. So anyway, I was like, watch it with that motherfucker. You better just watch it. So we were like, all right, Eddie, thanks a lot. Whatever. So me and Benny were just, you know, we were just thinking about it back. Could it be him? Could it not be him? And then what happened was, we was like, fuck it, man. Let's just tell this motherfucker stay a couple of days. He got to leave. So we go to the apartment and knock on the door. And he don't answer. So we come back tomorrow. We're thinking he's sleeping. You know, maybe he's tired. Who knows? Bums get tired. So we keep knocking on the fucking door. The next day, he's not opening up the door. So we're like, what the fuck? So we're like, oh shit, this motherfucker's, he's fortified himself inside. Because we could hear things inside. But he don't open the door. We're ringing the buzzer, everything, nothing. So at a certain point, we're like, yo, we got to get him out of there. So obviously, how's that going to happen? So we turned around and we're like, yo, simple. We just get the spare key from the fucking super and we just open the door and we fucking go inside. We tell him to come out. So this time Beatty was like, we're going where? He stabs people. That's like that. And we're like, yo, fuck a Beatty. We got to go in there fucking get him the fuck out, man. We did a good thing, but if he's crazy, he can't stay in there. There's people that live in the building. There's families. This motherfucker got to go. So all of a sudden, as we were going to go do this, fucking Benny says, wait a minute. This motherfucker crazy, likes to stab and cut people? Fuck that shit. We ain't going in there like this. So Benny came out with a fucking, an incredible idea. For those people that live in New York City back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and even to the 90s, remember they used to drop the yellow pages, like bricks in front of each building, and people would just take the yellow pages home to the apartments? Well, down in the basement, there must have been like 400 yellow pages there. Yellow pages, white pages, whatever, they were down there. So he says, what we're going to do? We're going to take those fucking yellow pages. We're going to strip those things down. We're going to tape it around us. We're going to fortify ourselves and make sure he don't fucking cut us or stab us. So no joke. Like, we moved to that level. Like, we're not like fucking gladiators. We got yellow pages wrapped around us. I got a yellow page on my chest. Like, we're fucking taping Beatty up. He's like, I don't want to do this. Like, dog, you're going in there with us. You're going to fuck this motherfucker up with a phone book if we have to. That's what the yellow pages are, the phone book. And people are overseas. So all of a sudden, me, Benny, Mike, and Beatty were fucking strapped up with fucking yellow pages. My back, it felt like I had a fucking chest spray. I got plates. Like I could take a shot. So we fucking opened that door. And we opened it up and we go inside. And we're looking. And it's all black. It's fucking black. He covered up the windows and everything. We can't see nothing. We're turning the light switch. Light switch doesn't turn on. And all of a sudden, we keep going. We're like, hello, Mr. Bum. I forgot what his name was. I think it was something like, if I had to remember back, Jackie or something like that. I don't remember. It's so fucking long ago. I mean, Miami Vice was just starting to be a thing. So anyway, we go in this fucking thing, and we're in this fucking living room, and it's pitch black. Don't see fucking nothing. I know that I got like Mike here, Beatty. Like I could feel like these gladiators with fucking yellow pages all around them. Even me, my forearm was covered up, everything. And in the darkness, we're like, yo, you can't stay here no more. You gotta get out, man. I don't know what you're doing, but you gotta get out. Beatty's like, yeah, you have to get out. Mikey's not even talking. He's just there like, please, Jesus. All of a sudden, in the middle of fucking the living room, the darkness, and we're trying to hear what's going on, all of a sudden, out of the fucking corner of the living room, we hear, ain't no mountain high enough. Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers started singing that. Beatty's like, don't sing. Don't sing. Let me tell you something. All of a sudden, you can hear somebody running towards you, and then all of us like dummies, we bump into each other. We're wrapped up in phone books, and I feel like somebody like rubbed me, like it was crazy. Like this motherfucker went into like Michael Myers mode on us, trying to stab and cut. He thank God. Out of everything that I only got, and this fucking thing, I got the tip of a fucking knife in there. That was it. It was like where the phone book folded over that little piece. I just got the tip. I mean, like he's singing, like no joke, like ain't no mountain high enough, and fucking Beatty is screaming. So I was like, they got the Temptations in there, and all I'm hearing is fucking Beatty. I got him by the leg. So I don't know. I'm just reaching. We grabbed somebody, and all of a sudden we're beating the fuck out of him. And all I hear is Mikey say, "You're punching me in my back." So we're like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker's free. We're in the dark like ninjas." All of a sudden we're in the fucking side. Ain't no man. Let me tell you something. It got to the point where it was some scary shit, but we cornered that motherfucker, and we like fucking dragged him out into the hallway. I still remember there was a lady coming down to the laundry room, and she saw us like piling in on this motherfucker wrapped in fucking yellow pages, beating the soul out of this bum. Beatty's like, I thought you were a nice bum. He was like that. Anyway, we fucked this motherfucker up. Like, we beat the phone book out of him, threw him out into the fucking street like you fucking, like it was fucking crazy. Like even some of the old timers in the neighborhood, like when they saw me cut, they fucking, he stabbed the side of Mikey's foot, like it went through his Timberlands. Like that's how kind of crazy shit it was. But you know, in the end, as a matter of fact, they actually grabbed him in Colombia. He was just wandering on the campus, like in one of those like parties they used to throw, like the sorority parties. He just wandered in like, hey, no, mom. If you see a bum in New York City singing some Diana Ross shit, run for your fucking life, because they don't make yellow pages no more. So I want to make you motherfuckers laugh and tell you that my life, my childhood was a fucking scream. I still remember us duct taping phone books to it. You can't. So giant love, motherfuckers. I hope that cheered you up. A laugh at my expense of stupidity. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.